Once you have registered your mandates, you can register the SIP with the mandate. You do not need to wait for an approval of the mandates. You can start with the SIP right away on the same day. I will show you how. You need to go to systematic investment, XSIP ISIP, XSIP ISIP registration. Enter the client code. Next, select the AMC through which you would want to register the SIP. Next, select the settlement type. If you notice in the drop down, it mentions L1 and others. In case if your installment amount is 2 lakhs or above, select L1. If the installment amount is below 2 lakhs, select others. Next, select the scheme which you would want to have an SIP done for. Next, select the transaction mode, demat or physical. In case if you have a folio existing, you can enter the folio number, so the units get added to the folio. If you leave the folio number blank, a fresh folio will be created. Next, select the frequency type. Next, select the installment amount as mentioned. Leave the brokerage column blank. Then select the registration type, whether it is an XSIP or ISIP. So, select XSIP. Next, you will see the mandate numbers that are mentioned. Also, the type of mandate is mentioned. As you see, there are two mandate IDs that are generated. One is the NACH mandate, the next is the E mandate. So, you can decide through which mandate the money needs to be debited. Select the mandate. Next, the frequency allowed has only one option, which is rolling. Select rolling. Next, if you notice, there are dates mentioned for the SIP dates. These dates are indicative dates. It will not allow you to select the dates from here. You can choose any of these dates and enter it in the start date column. You also have an option called generate first order today. In case if you select the generate first order today option, in that case your SIP would start the very same day. Your client would need to make the first payment through modes such as check, NEFT RTGS, net banking, or in case if a mandate has been approved till then, the client could also use the mandate option to make a payment. In case if you select the generate first order today option, you would need to have a minimum gap of 30 days between the date of registration of your XSIP and the start date. In case you do not select the generate first order today, which would only be possible in case if your mandate has been approved. If your mandate is not approved, the system would not allow you to register an SIP without selecting the generate first order today option. So, if we select the dates, you can take a date of 1 month in advance. Next is the number of installments. You can have installments depending on the numbers mentioned here. In case if you want a perpetual SIP to be registered, enter 9999. The end date will be captured automatically. Enter the EON number. Next, you can save the SIP. Once you save the SIP, an SIP registration number is generated. In case if your SIP is registered in market hours, that is between 9 AM to 3 PM on working days, your client will receive an SMS and an email to authenticate the SIP. In case if you register an SIP after market hours, that is between 3 PM to 9 AM the next working day, your client will be able to authenticate the registration by 12 midnight on T day. For an example, if today if you register an SIP after 3 PM, in that case your client will have till the next day midnight to authenticate the SIP. Also, in case if you have selected the generate first order today option, your client will receive the payment link only after the client has registered the SIP. In case if the client fails to authenticate the registration, the SIP will be cancelled and you will have to register a fresh SIP all over again the following day. Once the XSIP has been registered, as informed, your client will receive an SMS as well as an email. Your client has an option to authenticate the registration of the SIP either through the email or through the SMS. The contents of the message are displayed on the screen. Your client will receive an email as well, which your client will have to click on the online authentication link. As you can see, the SIPs registered are reflecting on the screen. The client needs to select the SIP which he or she needs to authenticate and click on the save option. Once that is done, the SIP would be registered. Also, in case if you have selected the generate first order today option, the client will receive the payment link immediately. Thank you.